Hello, good people. I swore to myself I would never waste time on frivolous things. Not anymore. So I am justifying my new time suck with this YouTube video. It's work, right? My rabbit hole is work. But yes, in all seriousness, I have been preoccupied on YouTube with what is the most entertaining series of videos I have ever seen. I have so many questions and only a few answers, and that's okay, and you're going to see why. To preface, I am up in a lot of religious YouTube pages. I don't go to any church or any temple. We covered this in a video, but I like to see what's going on with the faithful. And I have found a category of video: animated Christian stories. Don't try to picture it, because already you're thinking way too classy. Yes, there are really well done animated Christian YouTube videos. They're by professional artists and they use professional writers. They tell biblically accurate stories. This is not that. This is not that at all. Who wants to watch that? These are crudely drawn. It looks like it's some sort of video game. It's 2D animation software, probably free 2D animation software. And it kind of makes characters that look like they should have been riding the Oregon Trail. You remember that game from way, way back in the day? That's how old. The voices, they are not real. Those are definitely computer generated. The characters often misspeak and let's say odd things and finish off a whole sentence and then say dot instead of period. So obviously they're reading.
I can't wait to see my friend so high. Larry, you are funny. Yes, he's right. Why am I wasting my talent?
On top of that, all my childhood friends have already done their barrels. They all now have very nice buttocks.
These videos are not well written either. At first, I thought they were written by AI, that they had some sort of program. But now I think they are written by people. And by people, I mean foreign church aunties. And automatically translated from a foreign language. For the record, we love church aunties on this channel. They make the world go round. Nevertheless, that's who is doing the writing here. The characters in the video, they often repeat themselves. There's like a lot of filler dialogue, like the characters will introduce themselves in every scene or say the same exact lines over and over again, which just takes time. No respectable writer would ever turn that script in. Now, one exception to this terrible writing is the Vivia Christian Inspiration channel. The writing on that is comparatively good. There's irony. The videos actually laugh at themselves. My favorite is when this one friend lectures the protagonist for like 5 minutes, quoting the Bible. And then the next line in the next scene is like, that guy just wouldn't stop talking.
Thank you. Thank God he is gone. What kind of human being is this that can talk this long?
That one in particular claims to be out of Nigeria. I don't know if they're all out of Nigeria or if that's accurate for them, but Vivia Christian Inspiration says they are a page from Nigeria. Okay, it took a lot of digging to find that one. If you're going to start with one of these videos and go down this rabbit hole, start with that one because it's easy to digest. Pro tip, you got to watch these at 1.75 speed. 1.75 speed or they're going to drive you nuts. That's the one that got me thinking that, yes, these are written by a human, not an AI, because an AI is not that intentionally funny. AI will be funny like monkeys in a room will eventually type Shakespeare kind of funny, not deliberately funny. The other channels, they are just poorly written, apparently. Somehow, that makes them even funnier because a human being sat down to tell a story, and these are the stories that they came up with. Chef's kiss. This is chef's kiss. Most of the plots revolve around witchcraft, and that's a completely different worldview from mainstream American religion. Witchcraft being so common would mean that the devil has a lot of power over the real world and maybe even more than God. So that's kind of out there. That's a very witch craze era belief system and one that the West gave up after that. Whoopsie with the witch trials. Whoopsie, you're on fire. Oh, it is coming back. People are becoming much more superstitious, and superstitious cultures are learning English and infiltrating our psyche via social media. Plus, Westerners are actually becoming more superstitious themselves without foreigners infiltrating the collective consciousness at all. We'll go into that later. Maybe another video? We'll see. In fact, the video... Oh, there's a plane. Hold for plane. In fact, the video that got me down this rabbit hole was the one about monitoring spirits, which are basically hater friends. The villain in that one plots against our hero. She goes to this Egyptian sorceress who puts a curse on our hero. The point being that any one of your friends may be plotting against you and using witchcraft to do it. Bet you didn't think of that, huh? Bet you didn't think it. Now, on this channel, it's StarrToons. The sorceress is an Egyptian witch. She comes up in a lot of the videos. On other channels, it might be a devil or a snake man. Each channel seems to have its own go-to magic villain. Yes, there are many channels. I've subscribed to about 10 at this point, and I keep finding more every day. Don't call me to hang out unless you want to watch these ridiculous videos, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, the episodes go something like this. We have our hero. He or she is a God-fearing Christian. They have a problem, maybe a hater-ass friend. The hater takes one of their dresses, because you need an object from the victim, and goes to the Egyptian witch to curse them. Then things go really bad for our hero. But then someone tells them that they might be cursed and that they should pray to Jesus. For the climax, our hero says this epic prayer to Jesus. Blood of Christ this, spite my enemies that. You got to say in the name of Jesus 10 times over the course of the prayer, or it doesn't work. Then the curse is sent back to the sender and our hero is free. These videos are worth checking out for the prayer alone, which is at least 3 minutes long, and it's very animated. There's a lot of karate chops in there, like Jesus, blood of Christ, duh, duh. Like, wow, go for it. I'm here for it. I will watch this. It's not always a curse, though, but it very often is, making me think, what kind of superstitious world do these people live in? Of course, we are all living in a more superstitious world right now. I think technology actually, as it becomes more advanced, people actually retreat into more primitive ways of thinking. We see these positivity movements and this manifesting stuff. That is spellcraft by another name. And no judgment, because it seems to actually work for some people. It's just what that is. The rising religiosity around the world is another video entirely, but it is happening. And nobody, literally nobody in the audience should be nodding along to what I'm saying. Everybody is getting more religious, not just the traditionally religious people. People are falling into all of these dogmas. And when they send you the literature for their dogma, it is on par with something these door-to-door missionaries would give you. I remember getting a lot of these pamphlets from the Buddhist temple way back in the day. And when I see my friends send me, hey, there's some literature about my new belief system, my social movement, it's intellectually on par with those. So we're all going down this rabbit hole. Half of you have followed a hashtag and damn near ended up in a cult. You're in a social movement that could flip to a cult if someone could get it together to plan a meetup. Luckily for us, Gen Z is too scared to pick up a phone. Too scared to talk to people in person, so a leader is not going to rise up amongst them, thank God. The modern mind is regressing into superstition. I encourage all of you who truly believe in any ideology to find some free animation software and make inspiring videos for me to watch. For your cause, I mean. Now, if these people can do it, can't you do it too? May the best idea win on the marketplace of ideas. And please, please, please send those videos to me. Side note, I see witchcraft fear also rising in the West as well. This man called Michael Knowles is a popular right-wing commentator that covers witchcraft extensively. And you know what? Maybe he's onto something. Maybe all of these videos are actually onto something. You see how messed up the American mind is right now? How did we end up here? What is going on? If someone told me a witch did it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe a witch did do it. What do I know? And then I go on about my business because what are you going to do? Mess with a witch? Now, I know I've made this seem like a lot of fun, but these videos are not all fun and games. Some are downright problematic. There's this one, for example, about the gay agenda. This Antichrist, and you can tell he's the Antichrist because he's wearing the bottom half of a dinosaur costume. Anyway, this guy recruits men to sleep with men and turn them gay and trans. And these men get a lot of money, but it destroys their soul. All right, where do I even begin with this? First, I'm glad they explicitly state what they believe the gay agenda is. And I appreciate the candor. But you actually expect me to believe that an otherwise straight man turned full-on queen for any reason, let alone a half-dinosaur Antichrist promising riches. And the riches, how many gay and trans people do you know? They don't have any riches. Some of the brokest people I know are trans. And I don't believe an otherwise normal straight man just was convinced to go gay for any reason. For any reason whatsoever. Dude was at least bi to start with. So their gay agenda videos are some of the funniest ones to me. I know that sounds problematic, but I'm incredibly problematic, in case you haven't noticed by now. Gen Z, however, To them, prejudice is kryptonite. They watch these videos and they literally have to call their therapist because someone somewhere in the world is offended. Somebody's feelings are hurt. Are your feelings hurt? No, but somebody's are. All right, Gen Z. All right, fine. To me, this is so funny. Like, I knew a kid in kindergarten. I knew him in kindergarten, and he was definitely already gay. Did the dinosaur Antichrist get to his mother in the womb? Like, it's so ridiculous. Their gay agenda videos are so ridiculous. You can't take them seriously. That's why I laugh at them. So in my opinion, the most offensive and regressive of these videos that I have seen so far is this one where this poor woman, she marries a drunk in this opera house. I don't know why they're in an opera house. And then he abuses her for years. He's a horrible drunk.
With alcohol, my heart feeling cool. My feeling cool. Whoop, whoop, give me more alcohol.
The message apparently is stand by your man. God wants you to stand by your man. They didn't even get married in a church. They got married in an opera house. Definitely divorce him for being a drunken, abusive womanizer. What kind of God stands by this? We just have different opinions. But hey, like I said, you have to take the worldview as a whole. Maybe they're ridiculous to me here, but on the whole, these people might actually be living happier, more fulfilling lives. It does seem that when they took prayer out of schools, the girls started cutting their tits off and the boys started shooting up the place. So maybe we do need more of the blood of Christ in our schools and less of the gay agenda Antichrist who's wearing a dinosaur costume for some reason. I don't know. I'm an American in 2024. Our beliefs have gone so far off the rails. I'm just peeking in here and laughing. I encourage these people, wherever they are, to watch our TV and laugh at Americans as well. It's really easy. It's really easy. I do it all the time. So I'm linking some of my favorite episodes down below. Join me in this rabbit hole. Unlike my family group chat who thinks I've gone insane. They don't know funny. And if you try one of these like epic karate chop prayers, let us know in the comments how it went down. Did the blood of Christ deliver for you? Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.